It's my birthday, it's my birthday. Let's let everybody in. Hello! Hello, hello, hello! Can you all see me and hear me okay? You can unmute yourselves. You're all muted. If you want to say hi, so I know you can hear me. Hi, Dana. Hi, Jenny.
Hi.
Hi, Kim. Hi, Selena. Hi, Sandy.
Birthday, happy birthday.
Oh my goodness, thank you. Hi, Karen. Hi, iPhone. Someone's iPhone. Hi, Tracy. How are you? Oh, yay. It's so good to see everybody's faces in here on a late night. I so appreciate you coming to my virtual birthday party. I was like, well, it's a full moon and it's my birthday, and I love throwing parties for myself. So here we are. We're here for the full moon. I'm so grateful that you're here. I'm just allowing some other people to get in. And thought tonight we would actually do some movement if you're open to it, a little embodiment and dance, get our bodies warmed up. And then we'll go into the breathwork ceremony itself for the Pisces full moon. Happy birthday. Thank you, everyone who's writing in the chat box. I appreciate it. It's been a really magical day. Gina, yes, you would need to get up, sister. Possibly, if you can. If you can't, it's okay. Yeah, today's been really magical. I'm so incredibly grateful for being born on this earth at this time, in this now, with so much going on, and all the light that you are all reflecting and shining back. It's just such a blessing to have you here today and every day and in this community. So thank you for joining. All right. So any questions before we start, besides Dana asking if she's going to need to get up? Otherwise, we will get started. First, with just a grounding meditation so that I can anchor myself, since I'm very excited. And then we will do the rest of the ceremony. Ruthie's joining. Hi, Ruthie. Hi, Ruthie. Okay, wonderful. So this light is a little bright. I'm just going to kind of turn it away. Let's close our eyes just for a moment and begin to settle into the ground and into our feet. And as you're doing that, I'm just doing a couple of admittings here. And if you can take 3 deep conscious breaths. We just hit the Priestess number, which is always magical on the birthday. And as you're doing that, noticing your body. Just taking a few moments to notice your body. We'll be talking a lot about emotions. This is the Pisces full moon. Pisces is emotional energy, watery energy, sensitive energy. And so as you're breathing, being sensitive to the subtle body and subtle energies. First, really feeling into your feet. Can I ground myself down to the earth? We'll do a prayer to the earth in a moment. Can I feel into my body, feel the subtle energy, feel my emotions? And can I use my body to simply inhabit more of this body in this moment, being more embodied? Good. So let's open up the field of energy as we've let everybody in here. Good evening. Welcome, everyone. And yeah, as I was saying, and we will do a meditation, another meditation, and another meditation. We're going to do an embodiment meditation. So it's slightly different than the meditations I typically offer, which will be a dance. And because it's the Pisces full moon, and we want to get in touch with our emotions and our sensitivities, there's a really beautiful way to do that, and that's through your body, through the movement of your body. So as we know, emotions typically in trauma work and in the work that I do, and I know many of you do, we talk about emotions as being the after event or the trigger of an event. Something happens and then we feel an emotion. But actually, also, emotions are the byproduct of our thoughts, right? So if we clean up our thoughts, this is kind of law of attraction work. If we clean up our thoughts, then we can actually change our emotions. And in the law of attraction work, they talk a lot about downward spiraling of energy and upward spiraling of energy. And I think of everything as energy, right? So emotion, emotion, energy in motion. Our emotions are energy and they're moving, right? All the time. Sometimes it's hard to track them. We try and we get triggered, and then we're in this kind of emotional spiral. Some would say, like going down the rabbit hole or something like that, right? And we get stuck. And if we don't process that information through our body or in some way through the senses, it does get lodged in our system. So I thought we'd play around with that concept today of the emotional spiral and the emotional scale. So as we're thinking about this full moon, the Pisces moon, and sensitivities and what we want to create in our lives and manifest in our lives, then we have to be really aware of the energies that are in motion, the emotional energy. And in order to do that, we need to be in tune with our bodies, right? So many of you are somatic therapists or have been to somatic therapy. You know how powerful this is to feel, right? And that is emotional intelligence. And the more that we do that, the more we entrain ourselves to our body and the feelings happening in real time, the more easily we can get to navigate and manage how we can move those emotions and get ourselves more quickly up that upward emotional spiral. So the negative energies are more of the downward, right? Like powerlessness, guilt, shame, anger. And that's actually working up the downward aspect. And then it goes more towards like contentment and belief and hope and optimism, all the way up to joy and freedom and love and expansive energies. As we're talking about today's moon, I'll have you really inquire with yourself what emotions are in the way. What emotions are in the way to then recognize what thoughts might be at the core of those emotions. So it's a little bit of reverse engineering. But to feel, oh, there's anger there. And instead of, like working it out in the body, oh, I'm feeling anger, and then being in the inquiry, what is this telling me right now? And it's okay if you don't know the answer right away, but you might receive images, you might receive words, you might receive phrases through your body, which is really cool, right? That's why somatic therapy is so powerful. And through that process, just having a different experience with emotions, allowing them to move, embodying them. Yeah. Does that sound like a fun practice to do? Okay, good. So let's begin. So what we'll do is stand up and place our hands on our womb space. I'm going to start some music and we'll tune in to our bodies first. So it's like a moving womb meditation, if you will. Okay, if I can get my stereo to work here. 1 second. So just close your eyes and breathe into your body. And first tune into your feet. And as with this embodiment exercise, almost closing down the senses, allowing the eyes to close. Mm-hmm. Let's see. There we go. Start to sway your body side to side with your hands on your womb. And imagine water, right? So the womb space is our water energy, the Pisces energy. And the womb holds so much wisdom, right? Starting to imagine the darkness of the womb. And let your womb be the guidance of how you move. So not necessarily moving because you have to, but moving as the energy of the womb calls to you to move. It could be an inch. And typically when we tune into that vibration of the womb, it's very slow. And it might even be below the beat of the music. So calling to first Pachamama and just offering your body in sacred reciprocity to the mother. This body, this temple that we inhabit is made of this earth. So enveloping the beauty and the miracle that is this body as prescribed by all the elements that exist here on planet Earth, and just being grateful. Thank you to our primal mother, our first mother. And start to be in the listening, just the listening now, and the grounding that comes with that connection, that offering. And as you're swaying your hips, Svadhisthana, the second chakra, this womb space, offering yourself the waters, these sacred waters, your good feeling thoughts, nurturance, sweetness, tenderness, love. And perhaps starting to move the hips a little bit more, creating that energy in motion, and noticing what emotions might be present for my body today. Do I feel, let's say, fear is one of the base emotions? Powerlessness, insecurity. And if so, just really being present with it. How does it feel to feel that? You know, often in our work as healers and coaches and therapists, as many of us are, we notice how easy it is to want to sweep our emotions under the rug, or to place them to the side, or avoid, or tap out, or disassociate, or even judge ourselves for having them. Like, I don't want to feel fear. Go away, fear. You're bad. Yet all of these energies are such grand teachers of, again, the way that we think. Can we offer ourselves more compassion, more grace, more love, more care, more tenderness, wrapping our arms around our body, accepting what's there? Noticing if there's anything trapped in the body that feels sticky or gooey or guilt or shame, some of these emotions that can feel kind of sticky. And we'll start to open up our awareness to our body. What would it feel like to accept shame and feel what that feels like in our body? Maybe we can even act it out with our hands, like shame feels like. And allow that to just be there. Like, oh, that's there. I accept that part of myself. That's really so interesting. So curious. And then again, offering ourselves bigger love, a higher thought. Maybe that makes us really angry and rageful, and you can even act that out in your body. What would it feel like to be angry? Using your voice if you want to. You're in your houses. Silent screams. What would you like to offer to these sensations? Starting to move up that spiral of energy from maybe fear now to more anger to now maybe it's worry. Playing in your body, playing with these sensations. What does it feel like to worry or to doubt ourselves? So it becomes like an expressive art, these emotions that are in your body that you get to move through your body, just kind of dancing slowly with the womb that has so much intuition and self-expression. So as I'm doing this, I'm starting to feel how I can call in different emotions, moving out of some of those to more contentment with myself. Adding in words like hope or belief and seeing how that actually expresses itself in my body. Now offer yourself and the sacred waters other ideas such as optimism. Just changing the music, and you can continue to dance this through your body. So have some fun, play. We're going slow. And that is the energy of the womb. And I'm going to pick up the pace just a little bit here. And this will only just be a few more minutes while we're in here. Calling in enthusiasm and calling forth happiness, calling forth passion. Hand that holds me from within. Now bring in some of the maybe sensuality in your body. Right, that's part of the womb. Right? Pleasure, sensuality. Keeps me warm, keeps me safe. Bringing in your feminine essence, just kind of calling that forward from our womb space. How can we embody more femininity? Can we let go of some of those stagnant emotions and energies and pull ourselves up, ascending up the ladder of emotion? doesn't have to be an arduous task. It can be fun, it can be playful. What does it feel like to feel free and joyful in your body? And so now as you're dancing, bringing in some of those higher vibrational words. That's why we all I know a lot of you like to dance, and we've danced at many dance floors in many places. Because we can change, right, our feelings and our thoughts through the body. So now calling forth what is your essence, maybe your radiance, your uniqueness, and just let it come through your body. Tuning in, getting sensitive, listening. So just allowing that energy to move through your body. This is just an exercise to feel how you can change so quickly. Moving energy. Use your voice, use your touch, use your taste, just use the senses. Imagining things differently can change the whole nervous system. And we'll bring this into the breath work, because this is part of that creative spark of energy, the Shakti energy that moves through the channels, that allows you to open up to manifesting. And really, ultimately, this is just so I can dance on my birthday with all you. Okay, so now we're going to start to wind down. Just go back to your womb and what she wants, and then just tune into her and say to your womb, what is blocking me? What is emotionally blocking me? What's limiting me? If I could let that energy release tonight during the ceremony, what could I call in? What am I willing to receive through the practice of my body? What do I want to manifest, create, explore? Now that I'm opening up my channel, and we'll let the breath really deepen that awareness and deepen our sensitivity. Just a few more breaths there. And then you can feel free to either stay standing for a few moments or to sit. Good. And then I'll ask that in the chat box, if you'd like to, you can write any experience that you had. I know that was kind of a quick experience, but just a primer for the ceremony of what you'd like to release emotionally, or what you became aware of in your body through that exercise to release. And I can bring any intentions that you write into the ceremony as well. So that's what the chat box is for, okay? Ah, that felt really good. So I'm going to bring you all over to my typical place, whoops, where all my instruments are. And I'm going to sit on the ground because that's where I'm the most grounded for these ceremonies. If you have not done these before with me, you'll want a flat surface to lie on. It's a lying down practice, and it's about 47 minutes, the practice. If you can't stay, I get it. You can give yourself a shavasana before you need to go anywhere, though, please, because sometimes you can feel really altered. This experience is great for everybody, minus, I would say, someone who's pregnant. If you are pregnant, please let me know, and I'll give you an alternative breath method. Other than that, everyone should be safe. Bio break. Yeah, if you have to pee, go ahead. And it's nice too to have something to cover your eyes if possible. If not, just a dimmer space. I have a lot of lights on so you can see me, but typically I'd be in a dimmer place. If you've not done breath work before in this kind of format, just text me here in the chat box and let me know. Otherwise, we'll get started. This is a three-part breath. Three-part breath. It stems from yoga. All breath work is yogic. And the three parts is 2 parts of an inhale, and then the third is the exhale. So why 2 inhales? Because typically we're shallow breathers. To do a 2-part inhale requires you to actually inhale deeper. It's that simple. So think of 2 life preservers, one at the bottom and one at the top of your chest. And you want to fill up that life preserver. And why I say that is because it's like a 3-dimensional breath. It's not just the front of your body, it's the back and the sides. So if you think of that blowing up that life preserver, you'll get more breath, and you'll do that at the top of the chest as well. The entire breath is through the mouth. So we're inhaling and then exhaling through the mouth. Now I'm making a sound so you can hear me, but you do not need to make a sound. If you're really receiving your breath, it's not ujjayi where you're clamping the back of your throat. You're actually just receiving. Okay? If I do that too much, I can't talk to you. So hopefully that all makes sense. I will totally guide you. So we do have some intentions here, releasing fear. Great. So we presenced ourselves with our fear. We know now that fear is more on the bottom of the emotional scale, and we'll start to work our breath. Imagine working your breath up in a spiral, moving through fear, all the way through anger, getting up to like contentment and trying to get to that place of peace and happiness and joy and elevation. Peace and clarity, wonderful. Okay. So sadness, good. Someone had a lot of sadness come up, and then her playful inner child came out. Isn't that so beautiful? So that's such a simple transition and such a change, right? So that's really beautiful. Thanks for that. Bringing in belief and certainty. The movement felt really good. Ease came through. I'm aware of pain in my back. Yeah, physical pain will come up, of course. Sometimes related, of course, to the emotion that's trapped, right? So really playing around with these concepts today. Thanks, everyone, for participating in that way. So go ahead and lie down. I see a lot of you already have. And I will call in all the directions and do the typical prayers that I do in my practice to offer to you. If you have a candle nearby and you want to light one, I think it's a beautiful practice for all of us to have candles lit and linking up our energy in that way, creating that grid. If you don't worry about it. No big deal. If If there's any questions, just let me know. As you're lying down, just start really gently with a gentle breath. This is to be a gentle, more gentle practice. Even though we are doing the three-part, I want you to invite in tenderness, sensitivity, your intuition, and the waters. And that's going to give it a different flow and a different energy. If you did have some of those more, let's call them dense instead of negative, dense energies come up, observe the location of those energies and tune into them and the location. And if you know a bit about the chakra system, and even if you don't, you can ask later, noticing the relevance perhaps of that, and if there's any thought or core wound that might be related to that emotion. You can make that part of your intention to release. Beautiful. So starting with the drum. Oh, I'm just going to mute somebody. Okay. So starting with the entrainment of the mind for this journey. Training to the drum. The drum, the rattle, mantras, these are all tools for the mind to relax the nervous system. And to put it as simply as I possibly can, when we're relaxed, we are not in tension. When we're not in tension, our energy flows. So as fear as an example is a lot of tension, a lot of constriction and holding in the body. So for now, simply thinking of the breath and inviting in relaxation, safety. First, we'll call to Pachamama, the beloved Earth Mother, our first mother, and say thank you, gracias, Pachamama. The physical healing that you offer for the ground upon which we walk, for the beauty that you bestow upon us each day, for the container for this work of soul evolution and ascension, for this body that sometimes we take for granted. We want to offer this body and our breath today for healing. We call upon the spirits of the West, the sacred waters, Mama Kia, the Moon Mother, the Grandmother energy. We call upon the waters for flow, ease, and grace, to purify our systems, to release our emotions, and to allow ourselves to feel the sensitivity. So we offer that to the Pisces moon. some of you are already shaking in your body, and that's emotional somatic energy. Allow that to happen. It is totally safe and totally normal. We did a little opening already in our body, and so the energy is flowing. Just allow that to be so. Know that you are safe. Calling to the spirits of the north, Wetakocha, the great creator, our higher self. We ask to embody our higher self wisdom through this air that we breathe. May our pranayama extend our life force and vitality and bring us more deeply into our hearts today. Gracias, Wetakocha. We call upon the spirits of the east, Taita Inti, Father Sun. We call upon the sun energy, the solar fire, to change our mental capacities, to unleash our minds into unlimited potential, to open up the neural pathways to new possibilities, to change our minds so that we can see that we are so much more light than any trauma that we've ever suffered. We are the light. We are the way showers. Taita Inti. Taita Inti. Taita Inti. Thank you to the visions of the Divine Masculine. And now we move to the center, Koichi, Great Mother, Father God, Source Creator, all that is, Sophia, Christ Consciousness. Thank you. We ask to be embodying this higher self wisdom with the support and connection of all of our angels, our guides, Saint Germain, all the saints, all the archangels. We ask for the violet flame to envelop this web of connectivity between all of us. We ask for the light of Christ to come through the ceremony. We ask for the golden temples to be seen here within our own psyche, to open up to all the pathways of possibility, to invite in Isis, Hathor, Green Tara, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Kuan Yin, and White Buffalo Calf Women. Creating a rainbow bridge between ourselves and the unseen realms, and drawing and casting that beautiful web of golden light around each and every one of you as we move into the ceremony. You're still breathing, inviting in softness and tenderness to that breath. Inhaling, inhaling, and exhaling. Inhale to the belly, inhale to the chest, exhale out. If there's ever a point where you want support or need anything, you can roll over and chat something if you need to. You can open up your microphone if you need to. Good, just about another minute left on this breath round, deeply expanding the belly, expanding into the chest, and exhale, letting it go. Imagining your diaphragm like a jellyfish, swimming through the ocean waters, that graceful flight that she takes. As you inhale, she drops down to let in air to your body. And as you exhale, she releases and presses all of that air out. Up and down, in and out. Primordial inhale and exhale. Beautiful. On your next exhale, we complete this round. You'll empty out all of your breath. Take one deep inhale all the way up. And suspend your breath. Drop your shoulders. Relax your body. And allow yourself to drop deeper into space, into the unknown, and notice any sensations or emotions that block you from dropping in to the spaciousness. That's key. How much can you surrender versus control? When you're ready, release your breath all the way out. Inhale gently inward in a regular breath, just in and out. It could be even through the nose if you'd like. We're taking a breath in between the rounds of breathing. So this is a conscious breath. This is a yin style practice. That first round is more of the introduction. If you've ever done ayahuasca, that's like they call that the mareado. It's like you're entering into this kind of drunkenness or this swirling sometimes, almost like you're getting on an airplane and you've never been on an airplane before and you can get dizzy. And then the second round, you start to get used to the sensations, less dizziness, more, again, of a dropping in. So round two. Can you hear me? Yeah? Okay. And if there's any problems with that stuff, again, you can always put it in the chat box and I'll see it. All right, so round two. Allow the belly to expand, so breathe the belly out. Inhale to chest. Exhale out. Belly. Chest. Exhale. Belly. Chest. Exhale. Make it a mantra. Belly. Chest. Exhale. Each round, as you're doing that breath, releasing more and more tension, more and more tension, more and more tension. Good. So continue with that. Noticing again sensations in your body. So we're really staying present with our body. Our body is so much more intelligent than we give her credit for. Think about it. Or feel into it. How does she know how to do the things that she knows how to do? There's an intelligence that courses through your veins. The autonomic nervous system. All these things are automatic. We don't think about them. We can consciously change our breath. We also can unconsciously breathe. One is carrying a different intention. We can blink our eyes when we want to, and sometimes our eyes just automatically do that, right? So now I'm asking you to change this breath pattern to open up to being more consciously intending your energy, shifting it out of fear and doubt, out of worry, into contentment, into hopefulness, into optimism. Onde kaya turiya shitai no kiyano. Dostere kaya mutiriya tiyaya kuriyane. Ayana hiro kuryandiya. Suspending linear mental thoughts to feelings in your body. This is what light codes and light vibrations and transmissions are. Simply feelings in your body, tuning to what it feels like. Yondereya shitirekayo shutiraya pukaya nayatitayo yana. Yandareya tiriyo shirikayo nayuhi yandareya. Inadashi koyanaya o. Haya na 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 haya na 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 na. Unane kolshitariano kuyanai. Oniriya turinaya kunana. Oye noiti. Una mertinaya no kun. Let your body move if it wants to move. So as you're deepening the expression of your breath in your body, we invite in all of your spirit guides, your angels, all of the beloved light beings that are in this world protecting you and not of this world protecting you. your ancestors, and your inner child to come play in this field of energy with you, this subtle field of energy. What is it that you need to know? What is it that you need to release? And just be in the question. Being in the living question. What is in the way of my ascension? What is in the way of my deliverance, my accuracy, my clarity? What is in the way of my discernment in this moment? When we're in dense energies, lower vibrations, lower frequencies, we're inviting in thoughts that may not be in alignment with our higher, truer self, personal freedom, personal sovereignty. That's why it doesn't feel good. That's what the emotional guidance system is for, is to show you what feels good is actually true for you. That's your truth, your true north, your alignment, your purpose. And no one can refute that. No one. No one. So keep breathing. What's your truth? What do you need to know? Everybody's had a different story. Everybody's had a different environment. Everybody's had a unique experience. Find a deeper breath, inviting in compassion for yourself. And then feeling where it's tense, where is it locked up? Maybe offering your hands. Love, Reiki. We'll call in the Reiki guides, Asui Sensei, Hayashi Sensei, Mrs. Takata Sensei, calling in all the Reiki energies for the highest healing of everybody in this circle, anyone who sees this replay or recording. Really sending Reiki to all beings for peace, for harmony, for balancing as we move into the equinox in 2 days. How can we become more in balance, in more harmony? What do we need to do that? What does the earth need for us to do that? How can we show up at a deeper level, at a more exalted state of awareness to actually find harmony and solutions and balance for this planet and for ourselves? Just a few more breaths. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and exhale all of our breath out in this round, emptying everything through the exhale and inviting in a deep inhale for suspension. Deep inhale. And as we hold that light in our hearts, relaxing our shoulders, tune into the heart energy, anahata, which means union. The union between masculine and feminine within your body, the union of masculine and feminine within the earth, the union of division and separation or oneness, union. And I like that union starts with you, union first. Connecting to divinity, your divine purpose and genome. perfect, whole, and complete for you. And then release your breath, let it all go. Take a few recovery breaths in and out, maybe through your nose or mouth. And now as we've moved up that emotional scale, that spiral from fear and perhaps some anger or sadness or whatever was kind of stuck, and now we're kind of in this middle ground that we've just gone through. Now we're moving upward. We're moving into the places where we get the downloads for freedom, sovereignty, joy, right? Calling that in. What is it that I need to step into? What leadership am I here for? What can I stand behind? With so much compassion, love, grace, kindness, atonement, forgiveness, acceptance. Okay, so starting round 3, deep breath into the belly, deep breath chest, exhale out, belly, chest, exhale, belly, chest, exhale. And it's up to you as you're doing this round if you'd like to activate a little bit more energy or if you'd like to slow it down a little bit. It's really up to you how what's your comfort level? Do you want to push an edge a little bit right now? Do you want to kind of peek into some of those, alternate states of reality? It's all possible through intention and through breath. Now activating that soul's remembrance, why I'm here, releasing the old dogmatic programs and any programs that are not serving the system from trauma or conditions or societal pressures, and tuning in. How do I step into my divine feminine essence? What feels good to me? What are you willing to dissolve in order to step more fully into your being? What's your prayer, your living prayer for peace, perhaps? So I'm just holding that space for you to unwind and to relax. Breathing into the belly, breathing into the chest, and exhaling out. you see your future self. Adorning her with jewels. Maybe she sits high on a mountaintop in prayer. Maybe she's on a stage giving a TED Talk. Maybe she's got thousands of viewers on a show. Maybe she's a mother. Maybe she's transforming lives in the way that she knows how, standing in her truth. There is no right, there is no wrong. There's just your design, your perfect design. And really, that design that's encoded in you, if you open up to it, there's no resistance. It's so easy if you just let yourself be. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I hear your heartbeat. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Father, I see your eagles fly. Spirit's gonna take you higher and higher. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I hear your heartbeat. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Going back to the root of your thoughts, planting a seed of good thought, good intention. The I amness, the I am oneness, the Satnamness. I am love, I am play, I am radiant, I am priestess, I am joy, I am grounded, I am connected, I am the waters, I sacredly flow with life, I am abundant. You just get to keep naming. Good work, everybody. You're so close. How deep can you go in and release and surrender? Walking down the beauty path. breath. And inhale deeply, and then you get to decide when you release that inhale. The inhale can be as long as your body wants it to be. Letting the luminescence of the moon and your spirit soaring into infinity, into divine love, into expansion of consciousness, and resting there. From there, you'll slip into a shavasana and relax. Peacefulness, resolution. I release humanity's attachments to suffering by embodying the peace that passeth all understanding. From the empty space within me arises every radical solution for awakening humanity from its nightmare of dualistic belief systems. I have descended to earth to prophesy the golden key of our collective sovereignty. I embody the seed of happiness that is free from the suffering as a leader in this divine, feminine, Christ consciousness movement, which is for the liberation of all beings. drawing your attention into your physical body. Starting to deepen your awareness of your breath and your limbs, your fingertips, your toes, and your crown. Coming back into this field of awareness and into this circle. And allowing yourself to bring the wisdom of your higher self into your body, coming back into the body, embodying this sacred temple as that divine feminine presence once again. What are you here to radically step into? How can you be a bigger impact? And that doesn't have to mean TV shows and TED Talks, like I mentioned earlier. That could be literally bigger impact in your own life as yourself, stepping into your own being, stepping into your alignment with self. That's a huge impact on so many people. So just whatever impact means for you. Good, and then let's bring ourselves over to the right hand side, just rolling into fetal position, inviting in the inner child once again, just to integrate her, just tell her you love her and show her a hug, and that you saw and witnessed her subconscious thoughts, any struggles, and that you're here to keep her safe and held and nurtured as you move more deeply into alignment with your higher self wisdom. And then when you're ready, you can come up if you would like to share. We have that opportunity, and if not, that's totally okay. My wish for you is that you have an amazing deep sleep tonight, which I'm sure you will, and that you drink water before you go to bed. Yeah, I know it's late. How's everybody doing? Yeah. I have a feeling some of you may have fallen asleep, which happened at our last 9 o'clock. And that's so okay too. If there's anything that you'd like to write in the chat box, feel free to do that. And with any breathwork ceremony or any healing ceremony, there's, Reiki coming in, there's guides, there's angels, there's different forces of energy that are coming through and weaving their magic. And so it's really healing on a multidimensional level, and sometimes that's not linear, and sometimes it's not understood. But just to be open to the possibility that there's going to be transmutation of energy regardless, and that is going to possibly affect your emotions as well over the next few days. Okay. And if you need anything, or you have trouble integrating anything, or you'd like support, please feel free to reach out to me at any time. Totally happy to help you. Thanks, Kim. Happy birthday. Oh, good. Yeah. Yay. That's so big. You're so gorgeous right now, by the way. You look like this ultimate fierce lioness. I'm just like, with the hair. It's just so stunning and radical and yummy. Thanks for always showing up. Okay. I see darkness and faces blinking in and out. Thank you. Yes, thank you. And just as we're ending here, thank you, Sandy. Just to also announce that, it is the equinox coming up in 2 days. And so this is to prepare you for that energy, it's really important on the equinox, any solstices, things like that, to pay so much reverence and respect to the earth. There's so much happening and rebalancing happening that if you can do something like a despacho ceremony, or just even a simple altar outside, or just take a walk in nature and hug a tree, just give your love. Um, Thank you, love. Thanks, Ivy. Just give your love to the earth. Really step into how you can be hearing that sacred prayer and that sacred call. And there are a few spaces left too on our retreat, the Rewild Sacred Woman Retreat. If you feel a deep calling to anchor into the earth and do a lot of rituals and ceremonies and prepare yourself to bring that information back to your community as a priestess, as a light worker, you'll learn a lot and you'll go really deep. We have really deep practices we're going to be doing. Okay, so it looks like everybody's said their piece or they're asleep, and I wish you deep sleep and rest. I wish you a beautiful Pisces full moon, and I love you, and I hope to see you really soon. Thank you so much for coming. I love you too, Jenny. Good night.